Gucken wir mal weiter. Achso, Munition ist klar. Und jetzt gehen wir doch direkt zu meinen Lieblingsdocs zurück. Dann können wir auch nochmal mit Booth sprechen. Achso, hier hat Booth gewohnt. Oder wohnt er vielleicht immer noch. Wer weiß das schon so genau. Da ist er auch schon, der gute Mann.
You again. What do you want?
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Entscheide, was du Tom sagen wirst. Gibt Tom den Alkohol oder nicht?
He cursed all along. He's just another lot.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You've had a sad, violent and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. It was more about just being pleased for the guy.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened, staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Tada! Und wieder eine Untersuchung. So, die Halskette brauche ich jetzt noch. Jetzt muss ich mal wieder rübergehen, glaube ich. So, sein komisches Messer ist da oben. Das können wir ja holen. Bevor ich zu Clay zurückkehre. Muss aufpassen, was hier für Gegner rumlaufen. Nicht, dass ich hier gleich böse Überraschungen erlebe. Das wollen wir ja nicht. So, irgendwo hier unten ist ein Messer. Gott. Wahrscheinlich da runter. Level 11. Okay, das kann ich mir noch antun. Definitiv. Den schocken wir erstmal. Wo ein
This
Name
must be
eigentlich
Clay
ist.
Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
König und Vaterland brauchen Sie, schließen Sie sich an und helfen Sie mit. Nope. Okay. Krankenhaus ist nämlich da oben jetzt, gut. Ich dachte, ich müsste da ganz hin, okay. Und was haben wir jetzt noch? Bring das Messer, finde den örtlichen Befehlsstand. Oh, das ist etwas weiter und dann begib dich zur Apotheke. Oh. Wow. Ihre Stadt braucht sie. Die Apotheke ist also hier drüben, gut. Müsste ja dieses Gebäude hier sein, wo dieser heftige Skral drin ist, ja. Verfluchte Axt. Oh, die sind aber schon heftig. Ich versuch's trotzdem mal, natürlich. Oh Gott, der haut voll rein. Ausdauer. Och nein, komm. Yeah, ich bin das erste Mal gestorben. Und ich habe gehört, das soll überhaupt nichts bringen und schlimm sein, denn ich starte jetzt einfach wieder beim Boss. Ah, Ladebildschirm, ja, alles klar. Das gibt ja mal einen Nachteil. Ob ich die Ressourcen jetzt verloren habe, das würde mich mal interessieren. Alles klar, ich bin zu schwach. Ich muss mehr Leute aussaugen. Ich saug am besten alle aus. Aber ich will nicht. Ich will die Quests machen. Schwierig. Das ist so verlockend. Ich habe eine Idee tatsächlich. Alter, diese Reichweite, ne? Finde ich richtig assig. Bestellt von Dr. Turo Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. Liste der Zutaten und Substanzen. Lacrima papaveris. Medizinisches Opium. Natriumhypochlorid. Kaliumpermanganat.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Nice! Ich habe ihn geschafft. Ja, das war ja eine ganz gute Idee. Ah, schön, schön, schön. Ich habe noch einen normalen Revolver. So. Ah, ich weiß, wo ich bin. Ich wollte hier bestimmt gar nicht hin. Mann! Oh, habe ich noch? Nee, ich habe nichts. Ich habe keine keine Kopfschmerzgeschichte, ne? Blutarmut. Clay Cox. Kopfschmerzen. Huch, ach, das ist der falsche Bildschirm. Kopfschmerzen, Blutarmut. Habe ich noch Blutarmut? Habe ich. Nochmal zu Clay.
When I get back, I'll have a word. Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way.
Huch.
And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I've never seen so many people.
20 Schilling hat er mir gegeben. Das ist ja auch... ich bin ja praktisch reich. Ach, Lady Ashbury.
It's locked, all right.
Was ist denn da passiert?
I will not let you down, my boy.
Kann ich davon da vielleicht zuhören? Oh ja.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
So, jetzt muss ich noch zu diesem Rakesh Shadana. Den habe ich nämlich noch gar nicht kennengelernt. Aber davor gehen wir zu Dr. Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Don't you think we have enough work already? Perhaps now is not the best time to be chasing shadows.
Chasing shadows, really? It's funny those words coming from the only doctor here who has spent more time outside this hospital than in.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Wie er auf einmal
I can't
aufmuckt.
let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
With me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Wie viel Schlüssel man
I
bekommt.
have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
So, jetzt muss ich trotzdem immer noch mit dem... Wo ist er denn jetzt hin? Da.
I cannot enter.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the
It's locked, all right.
I hope that...
Ah.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening,
Oh.
Dr. Reed.
Zu der wollte ich gar nicht.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful. Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Der regt mich jetzt schon auf.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Der ist mir so suspekt, der Typ. Der hat immer eine passende Antwort, also ich meine eine richtig passende Antwort parat. Kein Mensch würde so reden.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Schon
Do you
wieder?
really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Ja.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Ah, ich glaub ihm das mal. Ausnahmsweise. EP. Stufe 4, Stufe 4. Stufe 4. Verlockend. Das ganze Blut. Wo war das noch? Nee, am anderen Ende, ne? Kommen wir durcheinander. Nee. Doch, da hinten. Dr. Reed. Erstmal wieder die Melone aufsetzen. Da freue ich mich schon die ganze Zeit drauf. Haha! Guckt ihn euch an, wie freundlich er aussieht. Ach, ich habe noch Plunder. So, jetzt muss ich mal eben schauen, was ich hier noch brauche. Der erholt sich. Was gegen Kopfschmerzen habe ich noch nicht. Gut, der Rest ist gesund. Hier habe ich alle. Hier habe ich auch noch nicht alle. Okay. Also warten wir noch. Aber vielleicht sollte ich mal so langsam leveln. Ja, das machen wir mal. Hüllt sein Opfer mit Schatten, die nach einer bestimmten Zeit explodieren. Aus der Ferne. Ich würde mir ja gerne mal alles angucken, zumindest, ne? Klar, und ich habe ja noch Plätze für 2 Sachen. Taktisch haben wir noch den Sprung. Du führst eine übernatürliche Bewegung in Richtung deines Ziels aus und verursachst Schaden bei der Landung. Dann noch Schattenschleier. Ich mache mich also unsichtbar. Na, das brauche ich nicht unbedingt. Blutbarriere. Du erzeugst eine unsichtbare Barriere, die direkten Schaden absorbiert, bis sie verschwindet oder zerstört wird. Gerinnung. Oh ja, Gerinnung wollte ich mal ausprobieren. Das Ziel wehrlos machen. Und Barriere brauche ich, glaube ich, nicht. Nehmen wir noch was Aggressives. Klauen. Achso, das kostet 1000. Das Biest. Ach, jetzt habe ich alles zurückgesetzt. Warum? Der Speer ist nice. Gesundheit ist auf jeden Fall nice. Und Ausdauer auch. Erhöht eine Blutaufnahme. Den verursachten Schaden durch Biss. Und Regeneration. So. Dann nehme ich mal die Klauen rein. Stufe 10. Achso, ich habe Stufe 9, okay. Munitionstasche. 10% mehr Kugeln. Weiß ich auch nicht. Mach mal den Biss. So, dann mache ich hier diesen Blutkessel. Will ich auf jeden Fall mal ausprobieren. Mehr Blut. Haben wir alles ausgegeben. Nice. Gute Nacht, Dr. Jonathan Reed. Ist geheilt. Kopfschmerzen. Die sind alle geheilt. Also die ich sehen kann. Whitechapel ist immer noch bedenklich. Und der unbekannte Bezirk ist auch immer noch bedenklich. Sehr gut.